Good morning.
Okay, what I want you to do is pull out your 8.4 notes, and we're going to talk about multiplying special cases of polynomial functions. So, what I like to call these are just patterns, okay? And these are patterns that will help you solve some polynomial multiplication faster. The only thing is your problems have to follow a certain criteria in order to use these patterns. So, let's talk about the first part. The square of a binomial is the square of the first term plus twice the product of the two terms plus the square of the last term. And it is truly that simple. So take a look here where it says a plus b quantity squared equals a squared, your first term, plus 2ab, so that's 2 times a times b plus b squared. And then if you're subtracting, your second term is a minus, and it is just that easy. So let's take a look at an example, and I'm going to do a little extra work just to show you what we're talking about. So let's say that I have x plus 3 quantity squared. Well, as it states, that's going to be x squared plus twice the product of the two terms, 2 times x times 3, those are our two terms, and then plus 3 squared. So then when I do that, I end up with x squared, and then plus 2 times 3 is 6, times x is 6x, so that's plus 6x, and 3 squared is 9. So that's it. You didn't have to worry about foiling or making a box or distributing. You just follow this pattern. So let's try it with subtraction. Let's say x minus the quantity of x minus 5 squared. So that would be x squared. The pattern takes care of your minus sign. The pattern says minus. So that'll be minus 2 times x times 5 plus negative 5. Well, that's not even, yeah, we'll see. Well, that's fine. Negative 5 squared. All right, so that gives us x squared minus 2 times 5 is 10, times x is 10x, so minus 10x. And then when you square a negative, it becomes positive, so that'll be plus 25. And it is that quick and easy. All right, let's try some examples. All right, so I have n minus 7 squared. So think of n as your a, 7 as your b. So then this is going to equal n squared. Since it's subtraction, we minus 2 times n times 7 plus negative 7 squared. So that gives us n squared minus 2 times 7 is 14 times n is 14n. And then remember the negative squared becomes positive, so that would be plus 49. Let's look at number 2. N plus 4 quantity squared, n squared plus 2 times n times 4 plus 4 squared. So that'll be n squared plus 2 times 4 is 8 times n is 8n. 4 squared is 16. Let's look at number 3. 2x plus 9, the quantity of 2x plus 9 squared. So just to make sure you do this squaring properly, let's put this in parentheses. 2x squared, that's our a, plus 2 times 2x times 9 plus 9 squared. So 2 squared is 4, x squared is x squared. So make sure you square both of these terms, plus 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 9 is 36. 36 times x is 36x. 9 squared is 81. So there's your answer. All right, now let's go to another type of special multiplying, or a special case. Our second special case says that the product of the sum and difference of the same two terms, that's very important, same two terms, is the difference of their squares. So notice we have an a plus b and an a minus b. These a's are the same term. These b's are the same term. So you just square the first term minus squaring the second term. So let's try it. Let's do x plus 7 times x minus 7 equals. So our first term is x. So let's square x. The difference minus squaring of 7. So I just did that just so you can see that is an extra step. You didn't have to put the parentheses. So that's x squared minus 49. And that's your answer. Let's try some examples. X plus 9 times x minus 9. Square the first term, which is x, minus squaring the second term, which is 9. So that equals x squared minus 81. Number 5. 6 plus m squared times 6 minus m squared. Square the first term, which is 6, minus squaring the second term, which is m squared. But you have to square it. This is not the squaring of the term. This is just the square of m, okay? So now let's square this. 6 squared is 36. Minus m squared is m to the 4th. M squared squared is m to the 4th. All right, and last but not least, 3c minus 4 times 3c plus 4. Again, parentheses would be helpful. So that's 3c squared minus 4 squared. Remember to distribute the exponent of the 2 to both terms. 3 squared is 9, c squared is c, minus 4 squared is 16. And that's it. Okay, so now you have a worksheet to complete. Make sure you complete it and turn it in at the end of class. Have a good one.